Welcome to this quick guide on trigonometry. Today, we are going to master the domain and range of the cosine function. Understanding these inputs and outputs is crucial for graphing and solving equations. First, let's briefly recall what cosine is. In a right-angled triangle, it is the ratio of the adjacent side to the hypotenuse. More importantly for functions, on the unit circle, cosine corresponds directly to the x-coordinate of any point on the circle's edge. Let's talk about domain first. Domain simply means the input. What values are we allowed to plug into the cosine function? Is there a limit to the angle size? Imagine rotating around the unit circle. You can rotate a small amount, a full circle, or spin around 100 times. You can even rotate backwards for negative angles. Because rotation never stops, there are absolutely no restrictions on the angle theta. Since we can input any angle, the domain is all real numbers. In interval notation, we write this as negative infinity to positive infinity. Now let's look at the range, or the output. Even though we can put in a massive number for the angle, does the result also get massive? Look at the unit circle again. Remember, cosine is the x-coordinate. No matter how many times you spin, the x value never goes further right than positive 1 and never further left than negative 1. It is trapped inside the circle. If we unroll this onto a graph, you see the wave oscillating. It hits a ceiling at 1 and a floor at negative 1. It never escapes this band. Mathematically, we write the range as the interval from negative 1 to 1. We use square brackets here to indicate that it includes negative 1 and 1 exactly. To summarize, the domain is unlimited, from negative infinity to infinity. The range is limited, strictly between negative 1 and 1 inclusive.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.